This is West Ham Unofficial. Come on, you Irons. This evening, Declan Rice will lead West Ham United out onto a Europa League field for a Europa League game, which is making history tonight for West Ham United. The last time we played in a proper European game was in 1999, over 20 years ago. This is a big night for West Ham United. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. You're here on West Ham Unofficial for the match build-up show and the starting lineup reaction. I'm here with James, of course. James, how are you?
I'm all good. Wonderful.
Good. Yeah. How are you feeling before we take comments and we get into all of that jazz? How are we feeling for the game? Confident, nervous, excited? What you feeling like?
Nervous. Nervous about this, mate. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be cagey. I think it's going to be. I don't know. We could either roll this team comfortable, get out of there with a comfortable win, or we could find it very, very difficult in a hostile environment. So the answer to your question is I've got no idea which way this is going to go. That's why I'm going to sit on the fence for once and say I think we're going to go and try and get a positive result of some sort out of the game.
Yeah. Listen, on Twitter there's a lot of rumours, starting lineup reactions, but we're going with the facts until it's announced in 13 minutes' time. What we do know is Vlasic's dad did an interview today where he confirmed that Vlasic will be starting tonight, which is a good sign.
Brilliant. I think he's going to be up for it, but he's also going to be very much in the limelight for West Ham tonight because he's playing against a team who do not like him for his Croatian roots to split. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Definitely. Let's see who is in the chat this evening or late afternoon, I should say. Hit the like button, everybody. Scott's in. Check on Chef. What's on the menu tonight? A win. That's what's on the menu, Scott. Here we go. Come on, you Irons. War drums. Come on, you Irons. Wally wants Fredericks to start, and what we're seeing on Twitter, Wally's probably going to be right. Evening, everyone. Like target today. Frank Lampard, JRN, Antonio, Anton Ferdinand together. That's the like target. Hit the like button. Okay. What's for tea? I have no idea what is for tea. You'll have to ask Mum that question, but a win's on the menu tonight. Never forget it. I'm just having a look just to see whether West Ham have officially announced their lineup. No, they haven't. Let's have a little look at some more comments. The West Ham badge, and big Craig Dawson being used as the members' emojis there. Brownie, I hope you're well. West Ham played in Europe since 1999. Jake, they had Estra Gugu since then. No, but that was a qualifier. That wasn't actually the Europa League. It was a European game, but it wasn't in the Europa League. Sufel not playing. Diop starts. 5 changes to the team according to X. Confirmed 11. Fabianski, Frederick, Zuma, Diop, Creswell, Rice, Souček, Vlasic, Lanzini, Fornals, and Antonio. We're not going to discuss that until we know the official announcement in 11 minutes' time, but it's interesting. Antonio starting, which is good. He should be. About that, James, would you rather see him at home or?
No. He has to play, mate. He has to play. After getting sent off on Saturday, I think he should play for a punishment because it was like scandalous even getting sent off on Saturday's 91st minute. But it's good. Like, he'll play tonight, he'll get it done, and then he's got 9 days rest because he ain't going to play in the Carabao Cup. He ain't going to play against United. So the next time we'll see him in a shirt will be against Leeds away.
Yeah. Oh, it's on Sky apparently. Sky are being the West Ham ITK now as well. They've obviously seen it from Axe probably and put it on Sky. We will discuss it when we get the Twitter announcement. Woody says, now Sufa will come out absolutely ferocious against Ronaldo on Sunday. He's going to have him pocketed, and Woody's going to be happy that Ryan Fredericks is probably going to start the game. What are you expecting from Dinamo Zagreb, James?
Pacey, very technical players, the Croats. They develop very, very good players. Look at Modric. He come through. I'm sure he come from Zagreb, and they've made other players up over the years who have been really good players. I expect him to be passing the ball about and working their way towards the box, not route one, lump it up there and hope for the best. It's going to be like that. So, it's another one with Zagreb because they got knocked out by FC Sheriff. And then I just see FC Sheriff the other day go and beat Shakhtar Donetsk quite comfortably, really, at home. So it's either Zagreb are bad or FC Sheriff are very good. So yes, I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I'm a bit first time ever in my life, especially coming onto these platforms. I'm sitting on the fence on this one. So I don't know.
It's difficult. What in terms of their style of football, do you think, it's going to take us a while to get used to it and really associate, because it's a different style of football at the end of the day?
I think the first half in this game, I could be completely wrong, but what I've done on my preview is I turned around and said that I think we're going to feel them out in the first 45. We're going to walk into the game. I can't see us coming out and just free-flowing, attack. I just think they're going to take their time. They're going to work into the game. And then the subs bench is going to be key tonight for me. 5 subs. We can bring off Antonio at some point, Rice, Souček, and replace them with people like Krell, Benrahma, Bowen. Do you know what I mean? So the bench is going to be key. If I would like to see Zuma in there tonight. Obviously, people are saying Zuma's playing. If he is, then that's great. The Fabianski thing is like that. I don't understand that one, but then that must say to me that Areola plays on Sunday, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is everywhere now. On the Europa League app, on BBC, West Ham are really not good at keeping things under wraps, I tell you. The lineup is everywhere but West Ham officially. So we're going to have a little look at it, James. Why not? But before we do, let's take some comments. How is the pitch at Dinamo Zagreb? I don't know what the pitch conditions are going to be like, to be honest with you, but we'll just have to wait and see. #free Benrahma and the disabled team. Hope you are well as well. Right then, let's have a little look at this lineup then. So this is what we are presumed to be playing then. So we've got Fabianski in goal, keeping his place. A back four of Cresswell at left back, Diop and the debutant for West Ham United, Kurt Zuma, coming in as the 2 centre backs. Ryan Fredericks comes back into that right back position, which leaves Vladimir Sufal on the bench. The dynamic duo in midfield of Souček and Rice, Fornals on the left, Lanzini playing through the middle, which last season he opted to be a little bit more deeper, playing that Rice role when he was injured. Vlasic out on the right hand side, and the big man Mikel Antonio up front. Before we dissect that properly, James, what's your thoughts on that?
I like the Zuma Diop pair. I do. I think that could be a gem in the making. Well, that could be the future. And we will see tonight if that is the starting two. We'll see how well they work together. I've got positive vibes on that. Fredericks, I don't understand that one. I would have put Ben Johnson there myself, but obviously he's gone for speed there. Obviously Lanzini comes in for his first start of the season. Vlasic first start. Souček and Rice, I can see one of them, if not both of them, being pulled off, say 75th minute. Do you know what I mean? With Krell and Noble on the bench. Fornals, I can understand that. He didn't play in the summer, and he's only started playing international football. And that, obviously Antonio is the striker. He's the only striker we got, and he's not there Sunday. So I think it's a well-balanced team. it's a well balanced team, and it's a team that can do a lot of damage going forward. Obviously, I can understand the reason why Bowen and Ben run on the bench, because he's also thinking Antonio's not there Sunday, and we need them two fit and firing against United.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what else is in the chat. Gaza's in as well. Hope you are well, Gaza. As you can see by pictures that are emerging on Twitter and the one up on screen now, West Ham fans are making themselves at home, starting to flood their way in to the stadium at Dinamo Zagreb. You can see a little West Ham flag there. So we are getting in the stadium, which is good. There will be some West Ham support inside that stadium. Are you surprised that Fabianski makes his next start? We thought Areola would come in against Southampton. We thought Areola would come in today, but David Moyes is sticking to his roots with Fabianski yet again for today.
That one I don't understand. That is one that is baffling me, if that is the official lineup. Areola's the better goalkeeper. That must say to me then that Areola starts against Man United. He must do, because I just don't understand that one. Areola, out of the two goalkeepers, Areola's the better goalkeeper. He's got better credentials than Fab. Fab's been great, but Areola's the future. And I would have thought that would have been a perfect game for him tonight, Areola. You got Zuma and Diop, both French-speaking centre halves. You've got a French goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? So you've got some good communication there. But yeah, that's a strange one for me. But yeah, I don't know what to say on that one really anymore.
Do you think that it's David Moyes being stubborn and going, no, I'm going to stick to my laurels? He did it with Craig Dawson against Southampton. He's very stubborn with his lineups, and we've got to back it, haven't we?
Possibly, but I think Areola needs to start. We need to see Areola in a West Ham shirt. We've seen him on the training pitch, and we've seen him in photos. We haven't seen him on the actual proper pitch where he's getting paid to do. To me, Areola needs to play in the Prem. That's where I think he should be playing. I think he proved to us last year how good of a goalkeeper he was at Fulham. He was very, very good, and I want to see him in a West Ham shirt. And I understand the loyalty and all that, and I get it, but you've just got a goalkeeper there on loan. Who's a very, very, very good goalkeeper, and we need to start seeing him.
Yeah, definitely. With the partnership of Zuma and Diop, are you excited to see that, or are you like me? I am slightly nervous about the pairing. I can't lie.
Nah, I'm excited, mate. That's the future. That is what I want to see at West Ham. Two young, solid, athletic centre halves at the back for West Ham. I don't want to see anyone over 30, 32, 33. I know Obona's been great, but Obona can't do it forever. And Craig Dawson is a backup defender at best. So what we need youth at the back and pace. I think this system tonight isn't the system that we go with on Sunday either. I think on Sunday is a completely different system. I think we go three at the back against them on Sunday with wing backs. Maybe that's the reason why probably Fredericks is coming in tonight, because it gives them match practice for Sunday. I just sense Sunday. I just sense three at the back, and maybe that's why he's rested Obona and Dawson, because he might go Obona, Dawson, and Zuma as a three-man defence on Sunday.
Yeah. We've got some more pictures coming in on Twitter. Here's another one. West Ham fans making themselves at home. And this comment here, nice blue carpet. It's not as good as our award-winning claret carpet at the London Stadium, is it?
No.
Wally Wells says, I was sure Areola would start. I think we all were for the Southampton game, but David Moyes just keeps proving us wrong. Gaza says, yeah, I thought Areola would have started. Scott, wrong comment. Scott says Areola will start on Sunday. Let's take some more comments. Wally says, I agree with James. The two French centre-backs are our future. I'm excited to see them start. Here he is, Kieran. G'day, young Jake, at 1:45 a.m. Let's have it. Fair play. 1:45 a.m. Was there much point going to bed, Kieran? Fair play to you. Gaz says, I think Soufal looks burned out. He did need a break. I think he did look a little bit tired, James, to be honest with you. But personally, I prefer Ryan Fredericks to Ben Johnson just for that little bit of pace. But you're saying Ben Johnson. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It is. But I just think with Ben he can defend, and can't. Like with Fredericks, for instance, they can't defend. But I must admit, with Fredericks, it is the pace factor. Like he's going to be up against players who like recovery pace. The thing that I'm more sort of like that with is Souček and Rice. Like these two are going to play tonight and they're going to play Sunday. I would have thought surely one of them, like maybe Rice, would have sat out and they've gone with Král and Souček just to like through just a bit of experience. Obviously, they played together at Czech Republic, or Rice and Král, one or the other. You know what I mean? But having both of them there, but again, what I'm saying is the 5 subs are going to be massive tonight. Whatever happens, the 5 subs are going to come into play, and that is what could define this fixture.
Here we go. The starting lineup is in and confirmed. We are right. Fabianski in goal. A back four of Fredericks, Diop, Zuma and Croswell. Captain Rice and Thomas Souček in the midfield. Playing in front of them, Lanzini, Vlasic and Fornals, Mikel, Antonio up front. I'm just going to download this image and get this up to you, and we will have a little look at the subs bench and see what options we have got. So yeah, Twitter was right, and that is what we've gone for. Very interesting lineup. But we're just going to bring it up
indeed.
on screen now.
It is, mate. I'm pretty shocked with the Lanzini thing, but I can understand it. He's looking at it and thinking, give Lanzini 45 minutes, even an hour, and you can get him off.
Yeah.
The Fredericks one, I don't know. That's hit or miss, but the rest of it sort of really picks itself. It's good to see Zuma in there, but I can't understand why Areola's not playing. That's the only one I can't really work out, but the rest of it sort of picks itself.
The subs benches, Areola in goal, Randolph, so about 2 keepers on the bench. Sufal, Johnson, Masuaku, Ogbonna, Dawson, Noble, Král, Benrahma, Yarmolenko and Bowen. It's a good subs bench, but I was reading that out and I'm thinking in my mind, we've got Areola, Randolph, Sufal, Johnson, Masuaku, Ogbonna, Dawson, Noble and Král. They're all defensive-minded players. Well, maybe not Masuaku. All right, so 8 of them there are defensive-minded players. It does look better, James, doesn't it?
But it looks better. But
it shows how bad it was.
Yeah, like last year we had 2 goalkeepers and we had like multiple youngsters on the bench. Now we've actually got 3 attacking options in Benrahma, Bowen and Yarmolenko. So yeah, I understand what you're saying there. Like also with like Kafal, you got 2 right backs on there, 1 left back, 2 centre halves, 2 goalkeepers, and 3 attackers. Do you know what I mean? So it's not bad. And I'm looking at this and thinking, right, out of that subs bench, what 5 are coming on? Now Kafal could come on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes to see a game out. Král will. I don't want to see Benrahma or Bowen tonight, really, if I can help it. If we can win the game without using them, then that'd be great for us for Sunday.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Guys, get your thoughts into the chat. Kieran says it's Freddie time. Wally, Fredericks is in, and Wally is happy. James not so happy with the pick of Ryan Fredericks, but I'll back it. And every time he's come in last season, I thought he looked all right. Aston Villa game, I'll back him. I don't know whether I'd rather him than Ben Johnson because, of course, it's the Academy of Football and it is a youth player coming through, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Gaz says perhaps Rice or Souček might only play the first half. I don't think he'll pull them off at half time, to be honest.
I think 60-minute job. I think they would give him an hour. And if we were to look at that team right now and say who would come off, right, I don't think Antonio gets subbed because he ain't going to play. I think Fornals goes. Lanzini will probably go. It wouldn't surprise me. It's just rather than say the game's 0-0. And Lanzini and Fornals come off and Bowen and Benrahma come on. Obviously, I can see that happening. Souček and Rice, I don't want to see neither of them playing 90. If get them on there for 75, 80 minutes, if the game's just rather than say the game's 0-0, just see the game out, get the point, move on. And do you know what I mean? It's just one of them.
Definitely. I'm just trying to find a Dinamo Zagreb lineup to see whether we can recognise any of the names. Keep your comments coming in. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. Let's have a little look and see what Dinamo Zagreb are coming out with. And they haven't put their lineup on Twitter. Brilliant. So we won't be having a look at the Dinamo Zagreb lineup. I will have a little look. Here we go. Let's talk about Lanzini. Lanzini could have a blinder tonight. Are you surprised that Lanzini's come in?
A little bit. He hasn't played. I don't think he's played a minute of football this year for us. So it is a bit of a concern.
I think he did in the Crystal Palace game for a few minutes. I think
for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one with him, but I can understand it. I think what Moyes is doing, he's looking at like to me that's like a 4-3-3, not a 4-2-3-1 system. So I think I think Lanzini will drop into midfield when they're out of possession. So when they're out of possession, he'll go back to a flat 4, 3 midfield, 3 attackers. So yeah, that one's interesting. I must admit that one's an interesting one. But obviously Lanzini can get on the ball. Lanzini, Fornals working together. But the big one is Vlasic. Vlasic is playing tonight, so we're gonna. I'll be quite shocked if Vlasic doesn't play the 90 because I think he needs a full game, and that'd be interesting to see how he gets on.
Let's have a look at Dinamo Zagreb's lineup then. So there is a couple of recognisable names here having a first glance. They've got Likovic in goal, a back 3 flash scores in. They're going for Satulo, Lauritsen, and I can't see that name. Somebody else. Ristovski, Ademi, Misic, and Franjic in midfield. The one kind of in the central attacking midfielder is Ivan Swek. And then their front two, which are the only 2 recognisable names for me, is Petkovic and Orsic up front. Of course, Orsic battered Spurs last season, so that's definitely one to watch, James Orsic.
Yeah, both of them. That Petrovic, is it? He's massive, so he's going to be good in the air. I think that's why Zuma's in there and all, and also that's why Diop's in there, both of them, because they're both pretty big lads. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, mate. Obviously, but just as I say, the subs game tonight is going to be key. If we can get to half time and when we're still in the game, then second half maybe Zagreb might run out of steam. And then we can sort of pounce and maybe nick the game 1-0 or 2-0 or something like that. But it's just one of them ones, really.
Scott says, James, I think he'll drop Ben Rama for United. We'd like to see Ben Rama get on the pitch. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Fred, hope you are well. Says, I would have played Areola unless he will be playing Premier League games. I don't know what to think with this goalkeeper situation because we've said pretty much 3 games running Areola's pretty much nailed on to come in and he hasn't. So just have to wait and see. Kieran says, James, you went for 6 changes. I went for 4. Typical. Moyes has done 5. It's good though already that he's using the rotation and he's not being stubborn. No, I'm going to pick the same players every single week. Obviously he wouldn't do that, but it's good to see him already using the rotation for the players that he's brought in.
Yeah, see, when you look at that squad really is quite a strong team. You take a few players out and replace them with other players, like if you took Lanzini out and put say Ben Rama in there, took Fredericks out, put Kafal there, that team's pretty strong, as a starting lineup. So yeah, it's a good lineup. But I think what Moyes is thinking, he's thinking the subs, mate. And honestly, he's thinking 60 minutes. I bring on Bowen, Ben Rama, bit of pace towards the last 20 minutes of the game, 25 minutes of the game, and yeah, that's what he's looking at. That's the difference this year to any other European competition. Previous years was there's now 5 subs instead of 3. So. Maybe if there was 3 subs, it would have been a different team altogether there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at some more comments. Shark is going for a 2-1 win. Sharky also says Petkovic 6'5". They are a physical side at times. Now, this is where I fear for Manuel Lanzini, to be honest with you. These physical sides, some sides are definitely a European tippy-tappy, skillful side, but there's some physical, strong sides. But you could argue against that, James. He came in and played probably one of the physicalist sides. Physicalist is a word now. Sides in the league in Burnley and had a blinder last season. Does it worry you that 6'5"? They got some big, decent players there.
Stop the crosses. Stop the crosses. Stop the goals. That was the old saying years ago. So basically, he might be 6'5". If you don't get the ball into, if they stop the ball from getting to him, then we've got an half a chance of a positive result. It's a hard one with this one because we just don't know what we're going to expect with Zagreb. Like Zagreb could come out, be on the front foot straight away. We could get flustered a little bit and go, right, well, this is a bit much, or we could be on the front foot. Like I do like the front three tonight. I must admit, Fornells, Flasic, and Lanzini, but that's a very technical front three. I don't know if you noticed. There's not a lot of pace in that front three.
Yeah.
Like Flasic has got a bit. Obviously, Lanzini hasn't, and Fornells is not known for his pace. So the ball's going to have to basically. The way I look at this is the balls are going to go long to Antonio. Antonio's going to roll the ball up and then wait for everyone to arrive, basically. So that's how I can see that happening.
Let's take some more comments. How long before Fredericks' hammies pop? I hope not. I hope he does get a full 90 minutes because he does deserve it. James, I know you're not his massivest fan, but I do rate the geezer. He can't defend, but he's got some pace and he's dangerous whipping balls into the box.
See, that's the thing. We just said it there. He can't defend, and when it's an hard one with me. Like when you look at Kafal.
Sorry to cut in, but we're going to see tonight because Fredericks isn't going to do a huge deal of defending, and that's what we love Soufal about. We're going to see how much Vlasic is going to track back because he's playing on that side. Sorry to cut in.
Yeah, no, like I say, with Fredericks, he's got a lot of pace, but he can't defend. And obviously, we will see tonight because he's going to be up against two players on, especially that Ozic, I think his name is. He lurks about from that right-hand side. And it'll be interesting to see. I've not got a problem with Fredericks, but his defending is like poor for me. He ball watches a bit too much, but for his pace, he gets up and down the pitch. He's good like that. It's just a strange one with me having Fredericks in there. Like I can understand Kafal having a rest, but I would have thought Ben Johnson would have been the better choice myself because he can do both.
Ace 50-50. Thank you very much for coming in the chat. It says, just for context, Dinamo destroyed Atalanta 4-0 season before the Spurs game. Orsic scored a hat-trick in that game too. We're definitely going to see, they're going to be no pushover. They're going to be a physical but a very technical side tonight with the likes of Orsic. And then, Orsic and Petkovic, you've got winning the headers with Petkovic and you've got finishing them, putting it in there with Orsic. It's going to be a test for Kurt Zouma tonight. It's going to be a test for Issa Diop to see how he can cope with, not I don't know whether he's not as vocal as Angelo Ogbonna, but he is. But, not with such an experienced head there. I think
Zouma is going to be key, mate, tonight. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I really do, and I can't stress it enough. I am looking forward to seeing how them two work together. We are either going to see two players who just are no good for each other, or two players who are perfect for each other tonight. And like you've got that Orsic who's very lively, and you've got a big, tall target man up there with him. So it's going to be interesting to see how them two work together. I do believe, though, Jake, the French speaking thing, and I've spoken to people before, and people said to me, "Oh, well, it's all about the communications, not the be on end all." It is in football, because if you don't communicate, you can see goals, and I think them two together tonight will communicate quite well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we will see. Almost 2 a.m. for you, Kieran. Fred said they are a good team. I'd be happy with a draw. We asked on the preview last night. Are you happy with a point if it was given to you now, James?
I'll take a point out of Zagreb right now, mate. Because I believe we beat all these teams at home. So that's 9 points straight away. I think if we get a point there, then that's 10. And then you're looking at a possible win at Genk and Rapid Vienna. Now, them two teams, I'd fancy us to go there and be a bit more positive than this one. This one's an hard one because these are a former Champions League side, and they're well experienced in European football. So, yeah, I'll take a draw out of Zagreb, mate. And you know what? It wouldn't bother me. I do believe we beat these teams at home, 100%.
Yeah. Scott, it's funny how Moyes eases some players in, but the ones he bought starts pretty much straight away. Most games like this, Sharky got used to it over the years, getting up at like 2 a.m, Kieran. Bit of banter. James got a problem with Frederick. Moy's got a problem with Ben Rama and Bowen.
Nah, I ain't got a problem with Frederick. He just can't defend. It's just, once that man learns to defend, then I won't have a problem with him. But until that time, he needs to start learning to defend. No, I don't think Boyne's got a problem with Bowen or Ben Rama. I can see what's coming there. He's thinking of Sunday. He's thinking that we're going to be up against Manchester United, and they're two of our best players in this squad at the minute. So, no, I can understand Ben Rama and Bowen. And do you know what? I don't want to see him on the pitch tonight. I want to see both of them on the bench, get the job done with that team, and then get back to London.
I completely agree with what Gaza says. The voice of reason. It's a learning curve for us tonight being in Europe. We just got to be on our guard. I completely agree. DB says, do you think our players will buckle under the European competition and the league? We needed to sign more players, but failed to. We will give it our best shot, and I'm convinced that we will be okay with the players we brought in. David Moyes will be very key and very problematic with what he does with his players. Lots of watch-alongs tonight, but you could go and put West Ham reunited. Their watch-along starts at 5:15 with Jazz and West Ham online, I do believe. Before we go into your prediction, James, give your channel a plug. The link is in the chat.
E-Zone. Oh, E20 Zone is called. I keep getting it wrong. Do you know what I mean?
E20 Zone TV.
Yeah, E20 Zone TV. I had to rename it, but you know what? Just come on there, do a bit of betting tips. I'll just do a little preview. I'm gonna do a view from the pub tonight, which should be fun. Do you know what I mean? I've already got it all rigged up what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm quite. I've got 75 subs. I would like some more. And if I can get to 100, I'll be over the moon. So yeah, give it a subscribe, please. Thank you.
There we go. Yes, best West Ham channel. Thank you very much, DB. Greatly appreciate. And your prediction, James, as we are, it's currently 5 o'clock English time, so we are 45 minutes away from kickoff. How are you feeling? And what's your prediction, James, for the game?
I'm going for a draw, mate. I think we're gonna go there. I think it's gonna be a slow first half. Wouldn't surprise me if it's 0-0 at half time. Second half, I think West Ham are going to come out, have a go. It's either going to be a 0-0 or it's going to be a 1-0 job. West Ham nick a 1-0 and get out of there. But I don't know. I just sense the draw like I did on Sunday. I just feel that we're going to go there, set up tight, and get some sort of result out of Zagreb, and then move on to the next one. So for me, I'm going to say 1-0. It would not surprise me if this game ended 0-0.
There we go. We're going to leave it there. But before we do, 2-1 to the Hammers, says Scott. Antonio, 90th minute, Vlasic, 73rd minute. I like the preciseness, chef. You know, you've got to be precise, your presentation for your dishes. You've been precise there with your score prediction. James, anything you'd like to add before we say bye-bye?
I'm looking forward to seeing Zuma and Diop playing. First time that we're all going to see Vlasic in a West Ham shirt from the start. Thanks a lot for subscribing there also. And also, it'd be interesting to see how the team adapts to European football. It ain't like the Prem. This is a different. European football's completely different, and they've got to be a bit cute tonight. Also, they've got the referees are different. It's a different style of football when you're doing European football, and West Ham have got to be on the ball because I think Zagreb will try and do any tactics, go down easy, claim everything, and try and get our players booked because it's just the way it is in Europe at the minute. But looking forward to the game. Nervous, but I'm confident that we can get a positive result out there if that's a win or a draw.
There we go. Ace 550 says Vlasic to score, no doubt. 1-1 with a Zuma goal, says Kieran. Fred agrees with you, James, and we will qualify. There we go. We are 42 minutes away from kickoff. All of you West Ham fans out there, I hope you have an absolute whirl of a time. Don't get into any fights.
Mm.
Saw a few things on Twitter last night, a few chairs being chucked. That's all right. That's all right. Calm down. All of you have fun out there. Go on, James.
They need to be careful out there. Just enjoy the game and get home safe. Yeah.
Indeed. 1-0 says Bus Driving Ninja. Lovely name, and thank you very much for your score prediction. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you are new around here, and 2,000 West Ham fans are out there on a European tour. We're on a European tour, sat at home. James is going to the pub. I'm going to eat spaghetti bolognese. And yeah, come on, you minds. And we'll see you in the next one. Match review, 7:45 tonight with James, with Mike. Sorry, get it. We'll be here for the match review as the final whistle happens. We'll be here on West Ham Unofficial. See ya. Bye bye.